What's up, Scorpio? It's Elle. I hope everybody is doing well. This is going to be your oracle message for Friday, September 19th. Before we get into it, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be notified every time I do post a new video. I'm not offering personals at this time. You know the spiel. If you've been watching me, you know. If you would like to donate, these are free readings. Any donations are much appreciated. We need all the love and support we can get right now. We've been going through an extremely challenging time in our life, and we are having to navigate through it. I have made the choice to go back to school to bring more financial stability into my life, and so I can, you know, stay healthy, or stay as healthy as possible and as long as possible for my child. If you watch me, you know, I have, I'm a stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm very lucky to be here with the type of cancer that I did have. Sorry, I get emotional. I have, in my situation, I have been through a very challenging situation with an extremely abusive persons in my life that did not care whether I had cancer, whether I lived or died, etc. So I have not had the normal go at things, I guess you would say. And I've had a really rough few years, and all the love and support we have been shown, I'm very grateful for. I do believe this person's energy got really angry when we did receive help, and we did have, you know, things going more in our favor, regardless of what they had planned in our life. If you watch me, you know I've shared about the abuse I experienced as a woman with my kid's father, and just that situation, just family stuff, right? So like, it hasn't been 100% great for me and fair. And so, you know, I experienced a lot of crap when I started my channel, and throughout the last several years, because I had a channel and I had, you know, just a voice, right? You know, and narcissistic abuse, when they lose control, right, what tends to happen is they lose their shit, right? So I've been through a series of events that have not been fun to deal with either, that has been in a way public, that's been uncomfortable, that has definitely probably damaged the growth of my channel. But at the same time, I'm trying to also, you know, I've had to turn it into a situation where I'm being transparent, where I'm being upfront, where I'm being 100% like, this is what's going on in my life, and this is how I'm choosing to navigate through it, and you can rock with me and ride with me through it, and come along for the ride, right? So that's what I'm showing up for, right? Is because I do have a gift, and I want to be able to, you know, give back and share that gift in a way, in some way, shape, or form, that's also helping other people, right? Whether it's your own spiritual journey. For me, this is really, it's not about religion. It's about, you know, how you make it through the day, and challenges and adversity, and the challenging times that we're going through right now. You know, it's sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you think about it, and, you know, even just a small, just something as simple as being in a positive energy, or choosing to move in a certain way, or a certain light in regards to your fellow human beings, right? Or individuals in life that you have to live with, right? It's like, for me, it's about being able to find peace, even though there has been adversity and challenges in my own life, right? And so the journey that we're on right now is, you know, we've got the GoFundMe link up. We're just trying to find peace after a very challenging time in our life. So if you guys would like to help us get there, that's what we're trying to do. I am trying to provide myself and my daughter a safe place where we can get ahead for a few months and start my journey and continuing my education, helping her through her journey this year with school, her education. We're homeschooling. We're trying to get a different outcome than we had last year. It was very challenging. So, because I wasn't able to be around as much as I needed to, which also created a lot more problems. But, you know, if you watch me, you know I went through a separation, and I'm just a couple weeks from being able to get an actual physical divorce. And because of what's happened in that whole situation, it's been very challenging. So we're right here before it, and of course it's like everybody's trying to pull any kind of stability, any type of anything out from underneath me, and so it has been challenging. And like I shared in my last video, because he was an engineer and different things, there's even concerns now that I have in regards to software things on my phones, etc. Right? So it's moving forward, because we ended up in a situation where it's like, okay, how in the actual heck has this been going on, right? And it's like, circumstantially, could it really be that crazy, right? So, we ended up moving into a place where it's being foreclosed on, but again, it's like another bump in the road we're going to get through, right? So, every day. And I can see this in my own personal experience in the matrix or life, right? It's like, wow, I've been crying myself to sleep some days. I've been pushing through even like spiritual stuff, things, right, in life. And it's just like, what I've been, hereditarily, right? And this is me and my gift, and it will always be my gift as long as, and only singular mine, right? Because of who I am. I'm a seer, right? So, and I've always been able to see, right? So there's a gift that, even in my own personal life, I think because of this gift, it's been I've had challenging experiences, and I know that I'm not the only reader on YouTube that's experienced that in their own personal life too. It tends to happen to us, right? And so for me, I've chosen to go exit the cosmetology industry, even though I'm going to keep my, I was in it for several years, but I do not feel like my expertise and my skills were appreciated in a sense where it's been and just because of like social settings and atmospheres and making, it's like, well, sometimes we're just not meant to stay in certain places, right? And so, even though it's upsetting that those were accomplishments that I went to school for and that I achieved, for some reason I'm being pushed in a new direction, right? And so I have to choose to follow that direction for my own personal health and sanity, right? And so again, Louise Hay, it's better to be, what is it that she famously said? It's better to be happy and healthy than to be right, right? So we're going to move forward in that direction. I love the, and I feel like my psychic abilities and intuition and gifts can be used for better in the legal field that I will be moving into, right? So, and it doesn't even have to be criminal. It can just be, there's all kinds of different avenues that, with that degree I can choose to work in. Because my daughter was like, I know you don't want to represent bad people, do you? She's like, that's not going to be a job for you. And because she knows how I, just who I am, how I am. And so, so... again, it's like, well, there's so many different avenues we can go, but it will be offering me, more stability in our life, right? And so that's what I want for me and for her, especially with the challenges that we've been through. So we're starting it again. I was even on the phone with my, like the advisor, and just like, man, this is crazy. Like, this is the second time I've tried to start this degree and the exact same thing happened to me. And, specifically this one. So it's also kind of like, sometimes there are things that you are meant to do. And if you have really powerful gifts, or there's things that you're meant to do in life, that are going to create blessings for other people, just know, or just yourself, that there's going to be an element of spiritual warfare along with that, right? And sometimes in life, and that's how it goes. And unfortunately, that is a part of the life matrix that we are in. And so for me, it hasn't made a whole lot of sense, but the only thing I can chalk it up to is, okay, well, there's that, we're just going to keep going because I know that this is where I'm being guided to go. So if you would like to donate, guys, that information is in the description box below. We are trying to get us to, again, a safe place, a space where we can thrive and move forward and just, again, show up for dailies, show up for the quick readings with you guys, and it not be about, hey, can I get a donation? Can we get, you know, it's just show up for growth, for change, and to prove that, you know, it can be done, right? So I love you guys. Please, at this time, we need any love and support right now in this regard. You know, I've been kicking myself in the, you know, it's just like last year I should have been, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, and just, I should have just done it because it needed to be done then. But, you know, I kept feeling pushed because of the marriage that I was in, you know, this heavy obsession and that he had with money and making sure that we were okay and stuff like that, that like I felt pushed and an energy to either like be a puppet and put out, like pump out like my YouTube, like I was going to make tons of money, or, you know, some other profession. And it ended up, it was just a crazy dynamic, a crazy situation, and I'm grateful to have made it out of it, but it also created a lot of problems that we are now continuing to work through, even a year after that happened. So, yeah, we're just going to keep going. Going to keep going and keep trying. That's there if you'd like to help us out, guys. We need any love and support. Share it. Anywho, what messages do we have for Scorpio Collective today? I said I was going to do Oracle. 9 of Swords. There's a baby here too. So somebody could be stressed out about something here in regards to a baby and something not working. Interesting. What is this? Uh-oh. 10 of Swords. Somebody betrayed somebody here in a situation. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody wanted somebody to invest time and energy in a situation that has to do with a child, a baby. It's not working though. Whatever this was, there was a heavy betrayal in a situation that has to do with a child. Tell me more about this baby here. What is this situation? The World card. What is this situation here? Stop. Okay, so if there was somebody going, stop, please. Okay, somebody was definitely interfering and trying to cause stress in the situation. Somebody regrets that. Something didn't work here. Stop, please. Trixie, come on, honey. Please. Thank you. There's something to somebody also with that just happened. I take that as a sign. Something could have happened here with an energy where somebody was trying to keep something a secret or quiet. There's also a level of regret here, though. There's distance that's been created in the situation. Somebody's been trying to keep a situation quiet in regards to a child as well. With the 8 of Pentacles. What is this? There's something here about a work environment. There's stress going on with somebody's work environment because of a child. Okay. 6 of Swords. It looks like you were able to get away from whatever this betrayal is here, or whatever this was. Okay. But it's caused a level of stress for you and somebody interfering here with the 3 of Swords as well. What is the 7 of Pentacles? The King of Wands. Okay, so somebody's coming forward with some sort of an emotional conversation. This has been coming out over the last few days too. It's somebody coming in, it's offering a sense of like, whether it's friendship, emotional, there's a situation or conversation. There's also something about time and energy. So if there was misplaced time and energy in a situation, there is some sort of a conversation about a child here, possibly. Okay, I almost said pace. So the pace of a situation could be going, you know, something here was there's a workplace situation here in regards to a child. Somebody's been interfering in a situation because of a workplace situation with a child. And that's the truth. There's the Ace of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of drastic measures here that have been taken. Also, out of desperation, because it's like, I don't like this energy, Scorpio. I don't know why it looks like somebody's created problems for you in a situation because it's either like trying to keep something covered up or trying to, yeah, it just looks like trying to keep something covered up, trying to keep something quiet instead of being honest with you in a situation. Whoever this is, somebody wanted to keep things quiet, and it's caused some level of problem here within a workplace environment. I do feel like it's like, I got a message earlier today too. It was like somebody was using some form of manipulation as a form of like weaponizing other people, individuals. It could even be like a feminine energy, somebody using somebody's emotions to manipulate a situation towards another person as well. So there could be some sort of workplace conflict here going on in regards to you and another individual because there's a child here. I don't understand why there's an issue with you about it though. There's the Knight of Pentacles, which is basically Spirit saying, you know, to have patience. I do feel like there's something coming out here being highlighted in a situation. Why there was interference here in a situation was because of some type of workplace energy here, unpleasant workplace energy. Like maybe you didn't even know that there was some competition here in some way, shape, or form in that sense. What is this message coming out for Scorpio? Yeah. And there's this a Knight of Wands in reverse. Or Knight of... This deck is different to me. Sorry, I'm trying... Like, that's a Knight of Pentacles. That's a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, upright. Somebody's being played and somebody's lost their patience here in a situation. Somebody's lost their patience in a situation. Somebody was trying to play somebody in a situation or use somebody's emotions to manipulate a situation. Whatever this is, it's being seen for what it is. With a Knight of Swords, there's this element of like, I'm watching this, or I'm watching you, or I'm seeing something here. With the Bear, that's like a protective energy. Two of Wands. There's somebody who's tried to control something here where yeah, I don't know. Stop, please. It's also giving me a headache a little bit too. It's like this element of energy where somebody's tried to control something, conceal something, do something here. Somebody's also been using that sort of like an energy here in regards to whether it's a person, I don't know, or trying to interfere with situations. There could have even been a pregnancy. I'm not sure why that's coming out now. But there's also like stress with this too. So for some reason, so let's clarify, why is this important for Scorpio in this reading? Six of Wands. All right, Scorpio. So for some of you, there is a situation where somebody wanted success here with a Queen of Swords energy. Six of Cups in the reverse. King of Cups. So it just looks like to me there is a King of Cups here. Somebody wanting something. I guess there's no happy memory here. There's no happy energy. Whatever this is, yeah, the King of Wands again. Somebody was played in a situation with the Two of Swords in reverse. And it made them feel indecisive towards you in some way, shape, or form. If it's not about a baby, it could just be like the birth of something. You know, it could be like, okay, we're, you know, I don't know, I could read it where somebody is connecting with someone and there's something here where, you know, well, we're going to do A, B, C, and D, and this looks like a better opportunity. I could read it that way. If you're dealing with somebody that had some sort of, you know, an interest in a situation, or more of an interest in a situation because it looked shiny, prettier, better. So I could read it like that, right? There's this energy of like an opportunity here, but now there's no happy memory. So whatever this is, it does look like somebody also was indecisive with you, could be interested in coming in with some sort of an energy, whether it's just a conversation, it's giving me like a admittance of some sort of a truth, and it's giving me the, like, if there was no emotional connection here or solidness in a situation, it's coming in with the truth and giving like an emotional conversation. Hey, I'm here. Hey, this is the truth, which King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine doesn't have to be, and then the Knight of Pentacles. I just feel like you've had to be really patient through that. It just kind of feels like a lot of extra outside energy that you could have blocked your heart off from with the heart chakra here, okay? And you, I feel maybe a little skeptical or resistant, yeah, with the Fool card here, Taurus, Aquarius energy in reverse. Even if this person is coming towards you, I do feel like there was a lot that wasn't, if there was indecisive energy preventing the two of you from moving forward, that's a big turnoff for a Scorpio. So maybe this person is coming towards with you with a conversation, coming towards you with a conversation. All right, what other message do I have for Scorpio in this regard? Emperor energy, Aries energy, fatherhood. Yeah, so for me, there's something here about somebody definitely took control of a situation. Now, somebody could have either gotten someone pregnant on purpose, or somebody could have gotten pregnant on purpose, or there's just a child here. Yeah, and whoever this is, there's the Empress in reverse that came out in reverse. So we're going to take it that way next to the Emperor. So there could be a situation where things happen. People get pregnant and have children all the time, right? That they don't stay together, right? Sometimes people choose to have children even though they don't want to stay together. It is what it is. Or maybe they choose to have a child and people don't end up staying together. Whatever the situation is here, there's definitely some type of emptiness and the energy of somebody really trying to like smother out or suffocate something here for someone. The Empress in reverse isn't a pleasant energy. You could be dealing with a situation where you're having to practice a lot of patience. You may not even know what's going on here. With the Two of Wands, it's kind of saying to me, if you had involvement with this person, maybe this went down after you. And because this person is choosing to leave a situation or not want to be involved in a situation for whatever reason, you could be experiencing some things in your life because. And I feel like because whatever this is, maybe you could be Yeah. There's financial dependency here with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse because of that situation. And I feel like even, yeah, there's awareness being made to you, and it could even just be spirit wanting to make you aware of whatever this situation is, because I feel like some of you could be, whoever this is for, be experiencing some sort of a situation where there's like a sideways attack or a sideways weird energy towards you and you have no clue what's going on. This person could be coming towards you saying, hey, this is what's going on. I'm sorry. I could read it that way too. With Judgment being there, I feel like whatever this is could have affected their life personally, because Judgment talks about a way, like the energy of like karma, bad things happening. You know, there could have been decisions made in a situation because of desperation, whatever it might be here, Scorpio. It looks like something here where also, you know, there's an energy that was financially dependent here in a situation, whether they're upright or not, and there's some sort of reflection on behavior here because of that situation. Somebody's also faced some level of karma in a situation. There were unrealistic there's something here where somebody was living some sort of an unhealthy lifestyle. That's in reverse. Page of Pentacles. So it's kind of like, well, I mean, if there was an unhealthy lifestyle here, there's like unhealthy consequences. And because of that, you know, there could have been a child that was procreated here, right? Somebody is getting a new perspective on a situation. So again, with third eye, and you could even just, this could just be something where, again, with Judgment here, it could even be just something unfolding, playing out, where you're seeing something here. And it's, you know, the Emperor could also be an overall energy of discipline, focus, energy. There could be a conversation if something happens or something has happened where you're having to have a conversation about this because this is here. For some of you, for others of you, that does look like you are definitely moving towards an energy in your life where if you've been left in this energy, you're understanding why, and you're just like, yeah, I'm good. There's something here about turning a new leaf. Anything where there's somebody and not willing to commit in an energy towards you, or extending like chaos into your life or bringing chaos into your life. I feel like you've stepped away from or stepping away from, yeah, betrayal, deception. So if there was something that this is all this energy over here, that's an intense energy. Whoever I'm speaking to in this situation, there could be a situation where you have even blocked out other energy in regards to life, love, because of this intense energy. And for some of you, it was all a false narrative, only to interfere. Not everyone. For others of you, there was really something going on, but there was also, it was control with the Two of Wands. Somebody has a need to be financially dependent or needs somebody to help take care of them, or that was their way of, you know, holding somebody, if you know what I'm saying. Like, okay, well, they're not going to stay here unless I end up pregnant, is what this kind of feels like. That's not for everyone. That's there. There could be a conversation here where somebody has had to work through something, and they're reflecting on it. It does look like somebody's just, yeah, for some of you, you've been healing from a situation, and it could just be reflecting on what you're healing or moving through or going through, and there's some sort of somebody could also be trying to run away from their problems. Okay, I don't feel like that's you. With the Seven of Wands here in reverse, why is this here? It's like letting your guard down. Wanting to let your guard down, letting your guard down. You're tired of, okay, you've had your guard up because there's an extra energy, and I don't even feel like you're involved with this person. If you want my honest opinion, it feels like somebody who's been attached or attached themselves to an energy on purpose, and that level of control has run dry, right? So if they can't keep somebody by a pregnancy, or it's like, well, there's something here, whether it was a pregnancy that they lost, or a pregnancy that is no longer there, or a pregnancy somebody just doesn't want to be involved in regards to, okay, we're having the baby, but I'm not in a relationship with you. It's creating some sort of tornado is what it feels like. It feels like it's like an energy of this person is losing their shit and trying to find somebody to blame in the situation. And they're looking at you, Scorpio, for some reason, even though you have nothing to do with this person's energy is what it feels like. This person, if you've been affected by it in some way, shape, or form, could be coming in and apologizing. If you've taken some sort of a financial loss, if you've been harassed, if you've dealt with something that has caused legit problems in your life, I could read this as somebody coming forward saying, I'm sorry, this is what's been going on. And if it's caused some sort of a problem in your life, I apologize. That is there. You could have that conversation because of something coming out in this regard too. I said I was going to do an oracle read. Yeah. Something significant about Leo season or Leo. What other message do I have for Scorpio in this regard? Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Capricorn energy as well. Especially if you're a mother, okay, there's definitely something here in regards to being like a provider for your children. Yeah, and if you're a mother as well, okay, this could have also created some sort of, there's abuse of power here that was trying to create, it's like a dynamic here that created weakness within your own family dynamic, or it did create weakness. There could be an apology here for a situation that created a level of weakness in your own family because of this energy. The Devil, Capricorn energy. This is also addiction, materialistic energy. Again, this is I need to control things, people, places, and things because, right? So again, this is also narcissistic behavior. If somebody loses control, they're going to be grasping at every way to control something. And I feel like if somebody is even like, if this person is left a situation for their own mental sanity because of the extreme behavior over here, this person could be reaching out to you saying, hey, I'm sorry, this is going on. This person's losing their shit. If you've been affected by it, I'm sorry. Is what it's kind of giving me. Yeah, there's the Three of Swords energy. Whoa, Scorpio. Okay. I'm not saying anybody did it. I don't know. Don't get mad at me. This is just the energy. It's life. Life happens, right? So, career. Yeah, for some of you, it affected your career. And this is why, and it could even, this person could be trying to avoid some type of like legal situation or repercussion because of this person's behavior, and it could even affect their career. So maybe that's why they're coming in with a conversation like, okay, well, we've got to fix this somehow because it's affecting everybody's career, right? You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And then getting together with friends is here. And then reconciliation. So yeah, for some of you, it could have even been a friend that you had to let go of or not associate with or something like that as well because of this. I could read it that way too. You know, if there was some sort of a friendship or a situation like that, there could have been a disconnect because of that as well. There could be an apology and a reconciliation just, you know, in that regard. Okay, what other messages do we have for Scorpio? Too much concern with sexual matters. So also, if you're worried about sexual things or sexual matters in your life right now, you know, I do feel like I've been seeing the bunny over and over and over again. To me, that's prosperity. It's spirit saying, look, no, it's coming. No, it's coming. No, it's coming. It's not even springtime yet. Look, 333 as soon as I was saying that, and there's the bunny. So for some of you, really pay attention to like, even if you have to take a pause and you are alone at this moment or point in time in your life, take a pause on like the focus on sexual energy, the focus on sexual relationships, because too much concern with that can also F your life up, right? I mean, look, there's a situation here where clearly that's happened and it's also bled through other environments, or it's also affected other environments in a way that hasn't been pleasant. So I could read this as that too. It's just like, you know, proof is in the pudding here, right? So there's a need to also for you moving forward, like abundance wise or energetically wise here, you know, to not have a lot of concern with sexual situations at this time. There's been also great worry over nothing in some regard as well. What other message do I have for Scorpio? And something about the month of June is significant. So this is going to resonate if there is yeah, what am I saying here? Wealth too. And also for some of you, if you're doing really well and somebody has also been watching, you know, again, if this energy is watching you move forward in your life and do well, be better, do better, and has had some sort of fear or anxiety about, you know, if they're holding on to somebody for financial gain, or some type of a situation like that, you know, you could have been attacked in your personal life because of fear of somebody moving towards you, and that's not fair. And so there could be some sort of a conversation here. If this person is even trying to prevent you from taking some sort of legal action towards the situation, I could read it that way too. Basically we have letting your guard down. Yeah. Good fortune is here. Good luck is here as well. Again, stay focused. There has been some sort of unclear thinking here in a situation for you, and it does feel like it just could be like clearing up. Even if it's not a physical conversation, it could just be an energy thing, right? Things going on where things are becoming, you're becoming more aware about things around you, especially if you're taking like that sexual element out, right? It's easier when you have a lot more self-control over yourself, your sexual energy, observation, what you're allowing to take hold of your energy in that way. It's really a lot easier to like get that bird's eye view in situations and really see things also for what they are. You've got a stroke of luck though here. I mean, I keep saying it over and over again. So, you know, guaranteed success. You're in this star energy, right? I like that for you, Scorpio. One more message for Scorpio. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I kind of feel like have patience. I do feel like energetically you are kind of, things could be making sense to you, even if it's conversations that you're having in this regard for some of you. And some of you, it could have been a workplace environment situation that affected your life in some way, shape, or form that you're having to have some sort of a heart-to-heart conversation about, or a conversation about, right, as well. So with that being said, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful. Yeah, I'm going to come back with another message for you guys. So until next time, lots of love and light. Bye.